Today I'm making homemade English muffin bread. It is delicious and easy. You're going to need an 11 by 6 inch loaf pan. As always, get out a bigger bowl than you think you will need. Add a cup and a half of flour. I used bread flour. Then add a package of yeast and mix that together until blended. Next, add a half a tablespoon of sugar. Next, add a teaspoon of salt and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Now all your dry ingredients are done. Heat the milk and the water in the microwave until it's just warm to your skin. It should not be hot, it should be warm. Now add your warm liquid and start stirring. At this point, it should look somewhat like pancake batter. Add in your remaining cup and a half of flour. Stir until you have a nice thick but sticky batter and all the flour is completely incorporated. Even though your pan may be non-stick like this one, grease it up really good. I happen to be using Pam just because it's easier. Now just pour the batter into your pan. Cover it with a towel and let it sit and rise for 45 minutes. This is what it should look like after it's risen. Bake at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. Remove the bread from the loaf pan and let it cool, preferably on a wire rack. Use a serrated knife to cut it and put some butter on it because it is really, really good. Well, if you look over my shoulder there, you can see I've already taste tested this. This is so good. And the best part was it was like super easy. I don't know why I had it in my head that this was going to be extremely difficult. But man, this is really good. It tastes like an English muffin, only better. It's dense. It's not like a light bread. It's very, well, not very dense, but it's dense. But you put some butter on there, oh baby, this is good to eat. I was talking to my mother, and she said to store it in the refrigerator in a, like a plastic bag or something, because it has no preservatives in it. She said she left it out one time and it went moldy almost overnight. So that's the way you want to store it. But I'd highly advise you to give this a shot. I mean, it's super easy. I mean, the prep time was like 10 minutes. It took longer for me to set up and get the shots on the video than it did to make it. You don't need to knead it or anything. I mean, it seems to turn out good no matter how bad you screw it up. I had to add a little extra water, so I could work with it. Came out just fine. Kind of guesstimated on the flour, and it turned out good. So I'm going to put the recipe down there for 1 loaf. The original recipe was for 2, but I'll put one down there for 1. I only had 1 pan, so I had to cut it in half. But anyway, super easy. Give her a shot. If you liked this video, or you've tried this recipe and you turned out good for you, how about you push the like button for me? I'm going to keep on knocking these out. I just did my grandmother's lemon pie. It didn't turn out that great, but that was my fault. You'll probably do a lot better job than I will. But it's a great recipe. But I'll continue to do these southern recipes from my friends. This is actually a friend of my mother's recipe. And so why don't you subscribe and push the notify button. It's the little bell icon, so you'll get notified when I come out with some new videos. And you know, if you like this and you like this recipe, push the like button. If you don't like it and you didn't like the video, push the like button anyway. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this is Dr. J. Over and out.